Hey guys, welcome back to Modifix. My name's Dan and today we are fixing a mod. So as you will have seen from my last videos, I decided to put the manifold on with just sealant and that started blowing, so then I took it all off again and put the gasket back on with the sealant, and two of the studs have spun on me, so I need to sort that out today. So today we are fixing. I'm gonna have to strip it all down again. Take 4 and action. All right guys, you'll see me take this manifold off a couple of times at least now, so I'm not gonna take you through all of that process again, but it is pretty easy now. So all I have to do is take the V-band clamp off there, take that induction pipe off, and take that induction pipe off, and then all the nuts off, and then I'll just pull it forward and to the side, and that's it. That's enough. Okay, and just like that, she's off. As you can see, it's pushed off to the side anyway, and I've got that much purchased to actually do what I need to do. I need to get this gasket out now and then clean everything up and start addressing the problem that we've actually come to address. So believe it or not, nobody in the world that I know anyway has one of these gaskets, so that's going to get cleaned up and reused. It is New Year's Eve, by the way guys, today, so Happy New Year for tomorrow, or if you're watching this later, I hope you're having a Happy New Year so far. Anyway, I'm going to clean up the head now, take all the gunk off. Same there, I'll just use a blade for that, and then it's these two studs here that are screwed, so they're going to have to come out. I'll see if I can pull them out now actually, can I? With you watching. They're being shy now, they don't want to come out with people watching. Actually no, they are turning a little bit. But anyway, so I'm going to pull those out and then I'll show you what they look like once I've cleaned everything up. But it seems to be actually coming out. Look, there it is. Oh shit. No, that's fine. I started thinking it actually snapped, but it hasn't. It's just full of dirt and crud. So those two studs there are the ones that I've decided to spin in the hole. The other three seem to be okay. I've cleaned most of the crap off now. I'm just going to give it a quick rub down with some sandpaper, and then we'll get down to putting inserts in those two holes. Okay, so as you can see from the stud there, the alley has been taken with it. Not good, so I'm just going to buzz all that off now, clean it all up. The other one, I took all the aluminium off it, just sort of unthreaded itself, which was nice. So the studs are very good quality, they're Mamba ones. Let me just clean this one up and then I'll show you the kit I have. Alright guys, this is where the magic happens. Ta-da! So yeah, this is a Timesert kit which I've borrowed off a very good friend of mine. He's been so kind to lend me this. I'm really grateful for it. That sounded really sarcastic, but I am actually very grateful. But anyway, so this thing, so you get the M8 drill bit, M8 countersink, you get a tap for the insert, and then you also get a driver. This actually drives the insert in, and the brilliant thing about this over helicoiling, I've done a bit of research on this. That's an M8 insert there, and what it does is when that driver bit gets to the bottom, it actually flares it out, so that will never come out. And it's steel in aluminium, so that's never coming out, and it's going to be stronger than the original aluminium. So really good bit of kit. Right guys, you have to really take your time with this stuff. I had to take the vacuum off the actuator, and I've just undone the oil feed as well off the turbo, so I can really get it out of the way. I've got a lot more space to work in now, and I've just drilled out the hole with that on a Mole Grip mini one. Now I'm just going to blow it out with a bit of carb cleaner, get rid of all the metal shavings. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it out. Oh, quick little tip, just measure how deep your hole is first. So I measured it on there, and then I measured it against the drill bit, and then I'm going to also measure it against the tap and everything else, just to make sure that we're not drilling or tapping or whatever further than we should. So anyway, clean that out and then tap it now. Okay, before you tap the thread, I think it's better to countersink it. You have to use this little baby here, stick it in the hole, and then go round and round and round. This is actually quite hard but you just have to persevere and do it. And that one is done. Look at that. Nice. I'm just going to blow it out again in a minute and get on to the next one. Alright, next step. Tap the hole. This part's quite hard. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it'd be, but in terms of the thickness of the, or the toughness of the alley, I guess if you're doing this in steel it'll be a lot harder. But yeah, you get the idea. You got to tap the hole. Make sure you mark the depth of the hole as well, so you don't go overboard or underboard or whatever. Alright, when you're tapping a hole, you need to have an in out motion, and you need to make sure you blow the hole out regular. I'm doing it with carb cleaner because I haven't got anything else, but ideally do it with air, just to get the swarf out and not get anything caught up. And make sure you go in, out and out. And then what I'm going to do is actually on the tap is I'm going to coat it in a bit of WD-40 to give it a bit of lube. I'm about halfway down at the moment, just got to do the rest. Alright, both holes are tapped out now. Don't know how clear that is, but I'm guessing you can see it. Now I've got to drive these inserts in. I'm thinking I'm going to put a short one and a long one. I've only got one short insert as well, so I'll use that one short one in the corner down there, and I'll use a long one up here. So now I've got to drive those in using the special tool for that. Alright, and that's going in now. So there you go, look. So I'm going to drive that in as far as it'll go, and then I'll get the old thing bob on it and tighten it down. What you've got to do with these inserts on that driver is you've got to turn it until it goes tight, and then it goes kind of loose again. When it goes loose, which it has now, then you know that it's flared the bottom bit out, and then you take it out, and that's it. Look, see how loose that's gone now. It's just going all the way through. So then you unwind it, take it all the way out. So yeah, then you just drive it all the way out and it's done. So there you go, that's one insert in, and this is the second insert in. So now I'm just going to put the studs back in and put it all back together again. So these studs are very good quality, nothing even happened to them, they didn't get rounded or anything at all, and they've got little hex head ends on them, so I'm going to just tighten them in the hole there to make sure they don't try and slip out later. Okay, I think that'll do it, and then this one as well. Okay, and it's reassembly time now. That's all done, thank God. And you may have noticed I've cleaned both mating surfaces as well now. So gasket on, bought it all back together, and that's it, we're sorted. And with that, guys, about 2 hours later, she's all back together again. I think tomorrow, New Year's Day, I'm going to do a little few tweaks on it, just move a few things around and secure a few things down. And then on Saturday, it's getting a clutch. I can't wait, I'm excited.